Hi, and welcome to BONITA'S Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. We are going to make this tasty meal today called Catalina Cranberry Chicken. Now, I'm sure you could use turkey or pork. That's totally fine, but the recipe calls for chicken. So if this recipe interests you, stick around and let's get started. BONITA'S Kitchen, it's kitchen, it's kitchen. To yours. So now what I got over here is 4 pieces of chicken thighs, and it's the bone in. You can have chicken thighs with the bone out. You can have chicken breast, chicken legs. It all depends on you. I'm only going to do 4 pieces here today. You can have as many as you like, and you can double this recipe, of course. But this can go for, you know, your family of 8, or if you want 12 pieces, it doesn't matter. This is also a package of onion soup mix, and that's about 38 grams. An upside down can of old cranberries. You could you can have your store-bought one, or you can do your own, but it doesn't matter. This one opens from the bottom. And a Catalina dressing. So I'll tell you how much as we go, but that's the only 3 ingredients that we need for this recipe besides the chicken. So as I open up this can of cranberry sauce, I realize it's the cranberry sauce. It's a jelly, not the old berries. So you need the old berries. And so what I did is took some frozen cranberries out of the freezer, about 1/2 cup, and put in there just a substitute for those berries that I'm lacking in this can. Usually I'll make my own, but I'm going to go right by this recipe that I was given here now and not make any changes to it other than what it said. Now, it asks for a full pack of the onion soup mix, but I'm going to use a 1/2 pack only because I'm only making 4 pieces of chicken and I don't want for it to be too salty. So 1/2 pack I'm using, but a full pack if you're going to be using more than that. The Catalina dressing. Now, it says it calls for 1 cup, and you can just pour that out. 1 cup, 1/2 cup I should say. Pour it out. I got a little bit less again. I'm using less chicken, and I don't want for it to be, well, I mean, it's okay to have a lot of sauce the way, Raymond. I mean, dipping that
can't go wrong for
homemade
sure.
bread in and such is perfect. I got here about 1/2 cup of water, and you could use broth to clean out the container, also to clean out for the cranberry can, so that you can take all of that goodness out of there and just pour it into the bowl. Now I'm going to mix that together. Pretty much all you need to do there is mix that in through. Now I usually seasonally got tons of cranberry sauce, but of course right now I don't have any homemade that I got there. So I picked up the store-bought can, which on the can it shows the berries, but I never read the label, so good on that.
And the price was right.
The price was right. I always try to look for the bargains, and it don't have to be a brand name. Could be a no-name brand on sale. But I just improvised there now by putting some fresh cranberries in there, so you can do that as well, and judge with the amount that you're using how much you want to use. You know, in the pan. So, and you just pour that now all over the chicken. Just look how colorful this recipe is. You know what? You can have this for any occasion, but I'm sure if it's a special occasion, you know what I'm talking about. And making this dish up, and whatever protein you use, it doesn't matter. It will be delicious. Now I'm going to tell you how long you need to bake it for. So now all you need to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to bake this uncovered for 50 minutes. Or until done, which is at 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So what we'll do is put ours in there, and then I'll tell you what to serve it with when it's baked. Gosh, smells delicious. Now our Catalina cranberry chicken is baked let's take it to our countertop and I'll show you what it looks like. Oh my gosh, just look at this delicious chicken. Now it's got lots of what we would call gravy, but you know, sauce. And just look how nice there. I'm going to take up a piece and put it over here in my plate. And
I promise I won't steal it.
no, you're not going to, Raymond. I'm going to serve it with some mashed potato. I'm going to put some of that sauce over it. Now, if you want the sauce to be a little thicker, you can always put some cornstarch in with it, and that'll be perfect. Now, of course, we're using Catalina dressing for one of the sauce ingredients, and we will use some Catalina sauce or the dressing for this nice salad. Yeah, I'm going to take up a scoop of this sauce. Now, this is usually Raymond's favorite because you got that homemade bread there, and just dipping that sauce in there, eh, Raymond?
Oh, I tell you.
Oh my gosh.
We're talking. Too good.
Too good to eat, isn't it?
You got that
now
right.
I'm going to have a little taste, Raymond, and just tell you what it tastes like. Cut off a little piece there and have some sauce. Just absolutely delicious, really tender. And of course, I like the thighs because it's got that juice. We just love it.
Drop the fork.
Drop the fork, delicious. I don't have any on my jacket. 2 thumbs up. The blend of that Catalina dressing and the cranberry sauce, and with that taste of that chicken, the onion soup mix going through, and you know, it's sort of a little balanced taste there. I mean, I love onions and anything, but having that soup mix is nice too. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. I can't wait for you folks to make it. Yum. I'd have another little taste.
Don't forget to save a taste for me.
And again, today we're serving ours with some homemade bread. You can use fresh rolls. I'll share some links with you to make your own. Of course, we even got 1 loaf breads there and of different types. This is it. It's as good as it gets, and I can't wait for you folks to make it, and I know you're going to love it. It's a quick meal, and you could use all of those ingredients. If you don't use all of the onion soup mix, you know you're going to make yourself a soup. If you don't use all the cranberry sauce, you use it with something else you're going to have later. And of course, the Catalina dressing you're going to use with your salads anyway. So all of that's ingredients.
It's a win-win situation.
Yes, all could be used and reused until it's gone. So of course, we're going to leave this recipe with you and under this video link. You can send us a message at bonita'skitchen@gmail.com, and I can send it to you there if you can't find it. You can also visit us on our Facebook page, our website, www.bonita'skitchen.com, or right here on YouTube. Now, before I go, I'd like to have a big shout out to our paid members that get to see the recipes each week a little bit earlier. We thank you for your support and for joining Bonita's Kitchen. And of course, for all of our subscribers to date, thank you so much from the bottom of our heart for following us and enjoying each recipe every week for this past 10 years. Of course, we can't forget those new subscribers that's going to see this recipe today and love it and want to join our kitchen with us. We so thank you and appreciate it. So, we're not going to take any more of your time. We surely know it's precious. On behalf of myself,
And me, of course.
and our team, and from our kitchen to yours,
You have a wonderful day. Toodaloo.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.
If you're visiting Newfoundland, Labrador, don't forget to check out my hometown of Upper Olive Grove and join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.